As Puerto Vallarta has transformed over the years, it's become a cultural hotspot for talented artists. With galleries spanning the coastline, families coming to Puerto Vallarta will want to make sure they take a peek. In Puerto Vallarta, art is celebrated, whether it's on the historic Malecón or one of the many wonderful art galleries. The talent on display here is one of the most culturally enriching and visually pleasing around, especially when paired with Puerto Vallarta's beautiful coastline. Those visiting during the right time of year can partake in Puerto Vallarta's fabulous art walk. But that shouldn't stop anybody from enjoying one of the fabulous art galleries year-round, like Galleria Colectika, curated by Kevin Simpson.
Hi, guys. Hi. Welcome. Hi, I'm Kevin.
Colleen.
All right.
Hi, Kevin. Greg.
Yeah.
Welcome to Galleria Colectika.
Thank you. Thank you.
So this is our collection of Mexican folk art. Beautiful. So come on in. Let me show you around.
Yeah, sure.
With so much fantastic artwork on display, the family and I were thoroughly impressed.
And so these are sacred hearts with what we call milagros. So milagros are little tin objects like this hand here. So for example, if you had a bad arm, you take this to church and pray on it for it to get better. Yeah. And what happened was they just got piles of these things and decided to put them on here and sell them to people. And so it's your own little miracle.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Look at that. That's beautiful.
I love it.
As Kevin led us around, he eventually brought us to some of the more museum-like pieces.
For example, these would be considered a shaman's chair.
Look at that.
Shaman's chair.
Yeah.
What was a shaman? Because they probably don't know what
A
a
shaman's like a medicine man. So
Okay.
he's the one who guides you through the ceremony. He's the healer of the community. And then when they do ceremonies, though, they also put these out for the gods. So
What
these
does
are
that mean?
gods' chairs.
Oh, so they have their own chairs.
They have their own
to say
chairs.
thank you to the gods.
Well, when they created the world, they actually got tired.
Oh, it's
So
a
they
lot of
say
work.
that the blue deer, Kayumari, took the antlers of his elder brother and twisted them in the form of a chair so he could sit down.
I think they need these for mothers because we get tired all the time.
Well, it's kind of funny though, because I asked him once, I said, well, why do you make them so small?
Yeah.
And he says, well, if God's so great, what does he need a big chair for?
Oh, yeah, that's, yeah. Funny.
For those visiting Puerto Vallarta, you'll absolutely want to check out the art scene down here in Mexico.